Section number 3, addition and subtraction of whole numbers. Suppose you were asked to add 782 and 347. You start with the rightmost column. 2 plus 7 is just 9. Single digit number, 9. 8 plus 4, on the other hand, is 12, a two-digit number. Write down the rightmost digit under the 8 and the 4, and carry over the 1. Make a little 1 up there. So now you add the next column, which includes the 1. 3 plus 7 is 10, plus 1 more is 11. Since there's no columns to the left anymore, there's not another column there, you can just put down the 11. And there's the answer. 3 digits, comma, 1,129. You were asked to add a number of numbers. 389, 473, 924, and say one more number. 805. 9 plus 3 is 12, plus 4 more is 16, plus 5 more is 21. The 1 you write down, the 2 you carry over. 2 plus 8 is 10, plus 7 is 17, plus 2 is 19, plus 0 is still 19. Write down the 9, carry the 1. 1 plus 3 is 4, plus another 4 is 8, plus 9 is 17, plus 8 is 25. You don't have to carry over the 2 if there's not another column of numbers. You can just write down the 25. 2,900, try that again. 2,591. Suppose you are asked to add these numbers. Now, it's very important that when you add, you keep the columns lined up nicely. Don't get it wrong because you're sloppy. 923, 3320, 14. I want to write 1498. I might start from the right. 8, 9, 4, 1. That way my columns are lined up right. In other words, if the number was 14983, where do I put the 1? Do I put the 1 here? Do I put the 1 here or here? Or do I put the 1 there? I'll start with, well, let me put the 3 in front. Start with the 8. 8, 9, 4, 1. Oh, this 3 goes there. And 72. Suppose you have to add these 4 numbers. Clean this up a little bit. You need to start from the right. 3 plus 0 is 3, plus 11, plus 2 is 13. 13. Bring down this 3, carry the 1. 1 and 2 are 3, plus 2 more is 5, plus 9 is 14, plus 7 is 20. Bring down the 1, carry over the 2. Those two numbers are 11, 14, 18. Bring down the 8, carry these digits, add up to 5. The next column is just 3. 35,813. Suppose somebody gave you this column. 8, 3, 1, 2, 4, 35, 7, 4, 773 142 and they say add this. Okay, you see this on an exam. First thing you need to do is line them up. 8, 3, 1, 2, 4. 35. 5, 3. Now they're lined up. 7, 4, 8, 9. I don't know, should I put this 7 here? Oh no, this didn't end up in the rightmost position. Putting the 7 there was wrong. There's no need to randomly guess. Just write the number from right to left. Start with the 9. 9, 8, 4, 7. 3, 7, 7. 3, 7, 7. 3, 1, 8. 3, 1, 8. 2, 4, 1. And you're being asked to add these numbers. 4 and 5 are 9. Another 9 is 18. 3 more is 21. 3 more is 24. 4, 7, 15, 22, 23. 2 and 1 is 3, and 4 is 7. Another 7 is 14, and 8 is 22. 2, 5, 12, 14. 1, 9, 13. Bring down the 3, carry the 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. 234,234. Line up the numbers. And each number should end at the farmost right-hand column. Seven, 3, 8, 1, 8, 5, 2, 1, 4. Add these. 13 and 4 is 17. Bring down the 7, carry the 1. Where did I get the 1 and the 7 from? That's 17. The 7 gets written down here, and anything to the left, whether it's 1 digit or more, gets carried over. 1 plus 3 is 4, plus 8 is 12, plus 1 is 13. 8, 9, 11. I can write 11 down, and even if I carried over the 1, this column only adds up to 1. 1,137. Okay. Let us now move on to subtraction. Suppose you wanted to subtract numbers. 964 take away 211. So 4 take away 1 is 3. 6 take away 1 is 5. 9 take away 2 is 7. The answer is 753. Suppose you have 863. You want to take away 284. Well, you can't take 4 from 3. You can't do 3 minus 4. You only have 3 apples, 3 pennies, 3 pens, 3 markers. You can't take away 4. You can take away 1. You can take away 2. You can even take away 3. You can even take away 0. But you can't take away 4. I don't have 4 to take away. So you have to borrow. Remember, 1 10 is equal to 10 ones. If I borrow a 10, these are the tens position. I'm going to add 10 ones to the 3 ones. Well, it turns out that when you add 10 to a single digit number, you just end up putting a 1 in front of that single digit number. I'm just going to put 1 in front. That is, I'm going to think of that number as 13. 13 take away 4 is 9. 5 take away 8 you can't do. I'm going to borrow from the hundreds. I'm going to borrow 100 remember, 100 is equal to 10 tens. So I'm going to add 10 to my 5 tens. I'm going to add 10 tens to my 5 tens, and I'm going to have 15 tens. Just put a 1 there when you borrow. 15 minus 8 is 7, and it's now 7. Take away 2 is 5. The answer here is 579. You have 831. You want to take away 245. Well, you can't do 1 minus 5. You have $1 in the bank. You won't be able to convince the bank to let you take out $5. You don't have it to take away. So you say, oh yeah, I know I owe you $5, but I have 3 tens and 1 1. So now I have 2 tens and 11 ones. 31. This is 2 tens plus 11 ones. That is, it's 20 plus 11. 20 plus 11 is 31. Okay, now I can subtract. 11 take away 5 is 6. Means I can subtract the left column. Now the middle column. You can do 2 take away 4. So you borrow. You make this a 7, and the 2 becomes 10 more. And it becomes 12. It's easy to take a digit and add 10 to it. Because you get that digit with a 1 in front of it. Instead of 1, now we have 11. Excuse me. Instead of 2, now we have 12. Take away 4 is 8. 7 with 2 is 5. The answer is 586. Okay, let's get rid of some of our scrap work and do another subtraction column. Suppose you have 8, 3, 2, 1. You want to take away 44 over 4. You can't do, I'm reading the rightmost column, you can't do 1 take away 4. So you borrow. You make that digit 1 less, and you add 10 to the right digit. You add 10 to the 1. It is now with 11. 11 take away 4 is 7. 1 take away 0 is 1. 3 take away 4 you can't do. So you borrow from the left, and you add 1 to the needed column. It is now 13 take away 4, which is 9. And 7 take away 4 is 3. There's that answer. Suppose you have 8,000. You want to weigh 1. What this problem is asking is, what's the number right before 8,000? You have $8,000 in the bank, and you take out $1. You should just know that you now have $7,999. You're going to just add a few or take away a few. You can just do it in your head. Somebody asked me 298 plus a 4 is. I would say, let's see, 298. I'm going to start counting. 299, 300, 301. Oh, 302 is the answer. I start 298 and I add 4. I just 1, I added another 1, that's 2 I added, and a third, 4th number. There's my answer. Sometimes you don't have to actually use paper. You're just adding or subtracting a few, do it in your head. We're just subtracting 1 to be able to do that. If you want to see how you do it the long way, well, you can 0 take away 1. So you have to borrow from the tens. Oops, there are no tens. Okay, no big deal. We'll borrow from the hundreds to the tens. No hundreds. So then you go to the thousands. You borrow from the thousands, and now you only have 7, and you put a 10 there. But that really didn't help you because you want to have some 1s. So you borrow from the 10, 100, 1,000, 1's 10. Good, 10,000. You now have 9,000. You now have 10 tens. You borrow one of the 10 tens, so you have 9 tens and 10 ones. Now you can do this. 10 take away 1 is 9. 9 take away nothing is 9. 9 take away is nothing here is 9. And take away nothing is 7. 7,999. Ask you to take away 2, you would have 1,998. You should be able to add and subtract a few. Say 5. Up to 5. You should be able to add up to 5 to any number in your head. And take away 5 from. You don't run your pencil and paper to add or subtract up. You certainly don't run and get a calculator. 754 minus 32. Well, 4 minus 2 is 2. 5 minus 3 is 2. And 7 minus no number, that means 0 is 7. There's that answer. You have 824 and you want to take away 2. 824. 823. 822 is the answer. If you wanted, 4 minus 2 is 2. 2 minus this 2 minus an understood 0 is 2. 8 minus an understood 0 is 8. 822 is the answer. 5, just a few more. Suppose you have $804 in the bank and you just took out $76. Well, how much money do you have? That's the question. Like I said, you have $804 in the bank and you just took out $76, and you want to know how much money you have. Well, you can't do 4 take away 6. You have to borrow. But immediately to the left of the 4 is a 0. You can't borrow from 0. So you borrow from the 8, make it 7, and now you make the 0 a 10. Now you can borrow from the left of the 4, because you have 10 now. You no longer have 0. You borrow 1, so now you have 9, and the 4 becomes a 14. 14 take away 6 is 8, 9 take away 2 is 7, and 7 take away an understood 0 is 7. The answer is 728. Now about you have 32,145. You want to take away just 38. Well, you can't do 5 take away 8, so you borrow. You make that as 3, and the 5 is 15. 15 take away 8, you can do, that's 7. 3 take away 3 is 0. Bring down the rest. Bring down the 1, the 2, and the 3. Why bring it down? This is an understood 0 in each of those places. If you have any number, any digit, and you take away 0, you get that same digit. 1 take away 0 is 1. 2 take away 0 is 2. 3 take away 0 is 3. 32,108. Try that again. 32,107. Suppose you have 33,001. You want to take away 99. So you can't do 1 minus 9, so you have to borrow from there, but you have nothing. So you go to the first place where you have something. You have nothing here, you have a 3 there. So you make it a 2, and you make that a 10. Then you borrow from here. You have 10, now you have 9, and the 0 becomes 10. Then you borrow from the 10, it has 9, and this 1 becomes 11. Now you can subtract. 11 take away 9 is 2. 9 take away 9 is 0. The 9 comes down, the 2 comes down, and the 7 comes down. 72,902. Again, if I say 0, if I say and, I was mistaken. Okay, let's try one more. Suppose you have 7,300. You want to take away 99. Well, suppose by accident you took out 100. You go to the bank. Your goal is to take out $99. And by accident you take out 100. Well, then you hand back the extra dollar. That is, you add back 1. Yes, 7,300. 7,300. Think of holding $7,300 bills. That's 7,300s, and you take away 100. Well, now you have 7,200 plus 1. 7,201 is going to be the answer. 7,201. Let's work it out. You can't compute 0 take away 9, so you have to borrow from this 3. Make that or 10. Make the 10 or 9. Make the 0 a 10. 10 minus 9 is 1. 9 minus 9 is 0. And bring down the 2 and the 7. 7,201. Okay, that completes the section on adding and subtracting whole numbers.